Hello, everybody. My name is Steve Ford. Welcome to your English lesson. Today, we're going to be studying some differences between mood, humor, used to, be used to, every time, all the time, yet, still, and many more. So I hope that you enjoy this lesson. And my first question for you is how you're feeling today. So that's my question. How are you guys feeling today? How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Are you like perfect? I feel like $1,000,000, which means I feel like $1,000,000. Do you feel good? I feel good. Ba da 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 da. So, little bit of a smile, just a little bit. I feel a little down in the dumps. How do you feel today? Ricky is a little down in the dumps. Okay, well, this especially is for Ricky and anybody else out there. If you're feeling a little down in the dumps, by the way, down in the dumps is a great expression. It means when you're feeling a little depressed, maybe a little down. And for anybody who feels like that, I just want to tell you that it's not going to last forever. Better days are coming. Yes, the sun will always shine. Things always get better. So don't worry about that. Let's go to the next one. Now, this poor girl is feeling stressful, or stressed out. What do you think? This is one that a lot of my private students mix up. They have some difficulties with. So how do you think that she feels? And if you thought that the answer was letter C, that is correct. High five. Give me a high five. Yes. Now, don't feel bad if you got this one wrong. A lot of people do mix those up. It's because, oh, I didn't explain it, but I'll explain it now. Yes. So we could say that situations are stressful, but that people feel stressed out. Situations are stressful. So you could say that a job can be stressful, driving can be stressful. So many things, so many situations can be stressful. But how do we feel? How do we feel? We can feel stressed out. Now, there's a reason that she's stressed out, and we want to try and guess why. Why do you think she is so stressed out? We have A, it's her boss. B, children. C, marriage. D, money. Why do you think she's so stressed out? Oh, so stressed out. Yes. Well, if you thought that the answer was her boss, high five. It could have been all of those, but in this case, why? Simple. Her boss always has a bad humor, always has a bad mood, is always in a bad mood, is always in a bad humor. Which one do you think it is? We say she is always in a bad mood. If you thought that it was bad mood, give me a high five. I'm going to explain why. So, your mood means how you feel. You can be in a good mood or I if you're always in a bad mood, I have no sense of humor. So, if you have no sense of humor means the ability to laugh at certain. Some people they never laugh. They have no sense of humor, right? So you show them something funny. Hey, you want to see something funny, and you show them, and they're like, no sense of humor. No sense of humor. That's the difference between humor and mood. Now, I have a little grammar note. We use always after the subject. For example, she always has, she always goes, she always works. So that's a very good thing for you to remember that when we use frequency adverbs like always, often, sometimes, seldom, rarely, never, it's always a good formula to use. I always speak. I sometimes speak. I rarely speak. So you can always put the frequency adverb, like always, after the subject. But there's an exception. Yes, there's always an exception, and that is with the verb be. But with be, it's before. So, and you can see that. She is always in a bad mood. Now, what should she do, folks? What should she do? A, get a new job. B, ask for more money. C, ignore her boss. D, eat comfort food like chocolate and cake. What do you think? Seems to be more common nowadays. A lot of people are saying that they would do letter A. So it really depends on your situation. And in this case, let's say she bites the bullet. In case you don't remember, bite the bullet, I used it in one of my previous YouTube lessons. Bite the bullet means tolerate a difficult situation. She bites the bullet and decides to stay. So she decides to ask for more money. Now, she needs more money. She needs to earn more, win more, or take more. What do you think sounds right? She needs to what? That's wonderful. If you thought that the answer was letter A, give me a high five. Yes, she needs to earn more money. So the correct answer would be letter A. Yes, we can win the lottery. You can win the lottery, you can win money at the casino, but when you work for it, we say that you earn more money. So she needs to earn more money. And she says to her boss, I am in a situation in which I am forced to make more money. This is important. So you can see in the picture here that she's a single mom. Children, and she doesn't have a husband, and she needs to work to survive and to, put food on the table. So that's important to remember. She is in a situation in which she is forced to work to make more money. I have no choice. I am a single working mom. Do you think that she is saying, I have to make more money or I must make more money? What do you think sounds right? They sound similar, but what do you think is the correct answer? If you get this one, you get 2 high fives because this is more difficult. I 10 because the answer is I have to make more money. And I'm going to explain why this is more correct. Have to means the situation forces you. So it's really, she said that. She said because of her situation, because she has children, because she needs the money. I must make more money. It means that you force other people or you force yourself. Now, it is possible to say, I must make more money. I must be going. I have to work tomorrow. Not so common in American English. When I hear it, I think of British English, oh, it's late, I must be. Show you a clearer example. I know this is confusing, but look at the difference. You must arrive. Her boss is saying this, right? You must arrive on time. You must dress appropriately. And then she's saying, I have to arrive on time. I have to dress appropriately. Do you see the difference? But I have not got a raise still. I yet have not got a raise. I haven't got no raise yet. I still haven't got a raise. Okay, in case you don't know, raise means an increase in salary. To get a raise means that you receive more money for your job. you want to say, if you thought that the answer was, drumroll please, brrr, letter D, high five, it was letter D, yes. So I still haven't got a raise. So basically, you could say, I still haven't got a raise. And we use still here at the beginning of the sentence. Or in a negative sentence, you can use yet. I haven't got a raise yet. So yet is used at the end of questions too. Have you got a raise yet? Have you got a raise yet? Or did you get a raise yet? What do you want from your, this is my question for you. What do you want from your boss? More money? A new cell phone or laptop? Hey, treat me better. Give me a better job. What do you want from your boss? We had many different answers there. It seems that most people said that they would like to have a better job, and other people thought they would like to have more money. Nobody chose the cell phone, new cell phone or new laptop. Interesting. What about a company car? I hope that you enjoyed this lesson talking about some of the differences here. Or if you still don't follow me on Instagram, or if you don't follow me on Instagram yet, I will post a link. I am always releasing new short lessons on my Instagram, and you can also follow me on Facebook. You can take private lessons with me on my website. I have a few spaces available, just a few, but I have 1 or 2 spaces available for my private students. And I will be on YouTube Live next Saturday, God willing, at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will post a link if I decide to make a quiz for this video. I know this lesson was not easy, and I hope that you learned something here today. And we will see you on YouTube Live next Saturday. Bye for now, everybody.